Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the Gym 3. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, Salty Walty had a video up of this on this previous Saturday, and I agree with pretty much everything he had to say about it. It can be very difficult to use, but it's interesting for sure. The Gym 3, for those who don't know, was in the beta of the game 2 years ago, back in May of 2018. And, of course, being a lot more advanced than anything else in the game at the time, it was taken out by the time the final came around. But it's finally back, and it plays a little bit differently. I do not remember. You can look up my videos, and if I thought to use them, you may be able to see whether or not it had forced injectors. I was not using those as regularly as I do now at the time. But it does have them now, and it has skirt missiles, which fire in 2 pairs. And I don't think they acted like missiles for the GPO2 MLRS backpack in the beta. But yeah, they do now. They arc, as you can see, and they have a fairly large area of effect, but they're really kind of hard for me to land. I don't know why I have a harder time with it here than I do with the MLRS. I think just because they might have a little bit more splash damage as the MLRS version, and also that I think I'm a little bit more prepared to fight at range than I am with the Gym 3, which kind of feels like it wants to be moderately close, even though both of its missile types can hit from a great distance. Beam rifle's not bad either. The beam rifle is 100% true to what the specs say that a Gym 3 beam rifle should be, which is physically identical to a Gym 2 beam rifle with a slightly higher damage output. And gonna launch. Basically, a lot of times it comes down to either getting predictive with missiles or having your teammates line something up for a stun that you can capitalize on. Which, a little bit of both was just that one shot. But as you can see, with type advantage, which I'm pretty sure I had, those missiles just hit really good and hard. It's just a matter of connecting with them. Yeah, as you can see, I feel like that should have hit somebody, as big as that explosion was, but it didn't hit either of them. And of course, like the Gym 2 rifle, the Gym 3 rifle is heat-based, so you have to watch that, because it does overheat fairly easily. Shoulder missiles cannot be used while boosting, which bothers me. I feel like they ought to be. They remind me of the Gotcha's missiles, which can be. And they're mounted more or less on the, they're not mounted on the body, they're mounted on the arms, but got that Barzam while it was trying to attack one of my allies. But yeah, it feels wrong that I can't use these while boosting. Really ought to be able to, can't, bothers me. Can use them while moving at least, which is not bad. I'm just not great at it. And tried to get in to follow up on my shot with melee, but unfortunately, I was out of feet. But now, yeah, I managed to land that nice short-range shot on the Jaeger, and somebody else finished it off, so we're good. And now I'm going to manage to stay in things for a fairly long time without legs, as I recall. I managed to land probably more of my missile shots and things now than I do when I have legs, so I think it's just the fact that I'm moving slower and have a little bit more time, almost getting killed notwithstanding, I have a little bit more time to plan where I'm going to fire. See, yeah, thought I landed more of this, but I'm staying alive, but I'm not doing as much damage as I remember doing, so I'll see what I can do. Let's see, missed that shot entirely. Somebody's going to stick their nose up and kill me. Saw it coming, so I rolled it to the side, but okay, no, they're not coming up behind me yet. Like I said, I stay alive. I don't do a lot of damage or anything here, but I stay alive for a ludicrously long time with no health, so I think that full armor's about to... Okay, Jaeger got me before I could do anything. I don't know if the shoulder missiles stun. I've never really hit with enough of them to find out. They're not easy to hit with, like Salty said in his video. They are slow. They travel, they fire rapidly, but they travel very slowly, so you either have to be right up on somebody to land them, or again, just be really good at predicting exactly how an enemy is going to move, which, it depends on the enemy. Frequently, I'm not. Frequently, nobody is, because it's just hard to predict. And as usual, getting some damage in, getting shot in the back. Like I said, story of my life lately. It's my own fault, I think, for just getting a little bit too aggressive and getting too up in people's faces without any kind of plan as to what to do once I'm there. Took out somebody's shield, I believe, with the big missiles. It's a G3, so I can do a lot of damage to that if I can catch it. Let's see, fired those pretty much blindly and got the kind of effect you'd expect from firing blindly. Got a kill, not bad. Took a shot, could be worse. Still got 8,500 health, not terrible. Wanted to get far enough out I could hit that person over there, but decided I'd be better off supporting this person. Because also, that G3 takes a lot of damage. If I can land the shots, which now I'm not landing the shots. Somebody is, of course, shooting me from the side, so it's, again, I really need to work on my awareness here because I am just exposing my back a lot lately. It's not good. And just trying to work on that person. I'm out of legs again. One thing you probably figured out from watching me use this is I do not have leg reinforcement on the Gym 3, and I probably should. I get this thing's legs broken a lot. So just take it from me, it probably needs those. So use the tackle to hopefully survive the full armor. Use the stun, use the beam rifle to stun just in time, but as always there was someone behind me, but there's nothing much I could do at that point. No boost, no feat, just had to do what I could before I was killed. And we've still got a decent lead. Well, we've got a 600-point lead, which not that decent, but it is a lead. And now it's time for support fire, because I don't want to quite just dash back out there yet. Somebody else had the same idea, and they also have a nicer hat than I do, but I've got the Char mask, so I'd say it's a 50-50. And time to get back in my mobile suit. And yeah, like I said, it's okay, but it's not like fantastic. I also wish it used the Mark II beam sabers. It has its own unique beam saber, and I don't think it does quite as much damage. Not 100% sure on that, though. The Mark II's power may come from its range skill rather than its beam saber's specs. It could go either way. I do not know this. I do not know the specs for basically anything offhand. The one thing I do know offhand is the attack stat for the Nemo 3, which I'd love to get because it has a base ranged attack of 46, I think it is. So that's a great place to start, and with being able to add a lot to that, you could do all sorts of things. So let's see, trying to use the big missiles, it would probably fail, but somebody else got the Barzam before I could. 10 seconds left, we are going to win. I am not doing super great, but I think I did manage a couple of good shots here and there and to show off these strengths and weaknesses of the Gym 3, and also the weaknesses of me, but that's just how that goes. But yeah, we did win, and let's see what we got. Yeah, as usual, I turned down the weathering, but I didn't change the paint otherwise, so doesn't look bad. Yeah, top assist with 800 and top damage at 79,000, so I did do a good amount of damage. Just did not get the kills. 3 and 3. So yeah, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! So Friday night, I was talking to Spidey Wing and Nova Gundam about the possibility of the Gym 3 Defensor being in the game, and what I thought is that if we get it, since the Gym 3 starts at 400, and the Gym 3 Defensor would probably be a 450, considering that the Gundam Mark II and the Super Gundam start at 500 and 550 respectively. But I'd like to see it. I mean, it's one of those things where pretty much if it's a UC mobile suit, I would like to see it in here. But, man, the anniversary, I think, is coming up near the end of next month, so they might do the event sooner. It's hard to say, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we get with that, because it should be something fun.